Assalamu alaikum dear students. In the last lecture of chapter 2 Mathematical Methods, we had studied about multiplication of vectors where we had seen scalar product or dot product. The next multiplication of vector is vector product or cross product. Now let's proceed the topic multiplication of vectors with the second product, which is vector product or cross product. When we multiply the two vector quantities which is given in magnitude and direction, then the result of the multiplication will be the vector quantity. Then it is said to be a vector product. And by means of the cross in between the two vectors we are using as a multiplication, it is said to be a cross product. We had seen in the scalar product, when the two non-zero vectors are to be multiplied, then the result of the multiplication will be the scalar quantity only. But here in the vector product, when the two non-zero vectors are multiplied, then the result of the multiplication will be obtained as vector quantity. That means the result of the multiplication of two vectors having magnitude as well as direction. So the vector product or a cross product is to be stated as the vector product or cross product of two vectors, vector P and vector Q, is a vector whose magnitude is equal to the product of magnitudes of the two vectors and sine of the smaller angle theta between the two vectors. The direction of the product vector is given by u r cap, which is a unit vector perpendicular to the plane containing the two vectors and is given by the right hand screw rule. Over here, the two vectors, vector P and vector Q, we are taking the multiplication of these two vectors, and the result of the multiplication of these two vectors is equal to the product of magnitudes of the two vectors. That means we have to take the product of magnitude of vector P and magnitude of vector Q and sine of the smaller angle theta between these two vectors. The smaller angle theta which is there in between these two vectors, vector P and Q, we have to take its sine value, and the product of magnitude of the two vectors with the sine of the smaller angle theta between them will be the result of the vector product of the two vectors. So this is about the magnitude. The magnitude of the result will be the product of magnitude of the two vectors and sine of the angle theta between them. The direction is also there because the result of the multiplication we are getting as a vector quantity. Magnitude is to be given in this way, and the direction over here we are representing by means of the unit vector along a given direction which is perpendicular to the plane containing these two multiplied vector, and the direction is to be given by using the right hand screw rule. For example, we are multiplying vector P and vector Q, and hence we are putting a cross in between them for the multiplication. That's why it is said to be a cross product also. So vector P cross vector Q is equal to vector R. Vector R is a result of the vector product vector P cross vector Q there. So what will be the value of vector R? Obviously the vector R should have magnitude as well as direction. So the magnitude is given as product of magnitude of the two vectors and the sign of the smaller angle theta between them. So PQ sin theta is the magnitude of the vector r, and UR cap is the direction of the vector r, which is always perpendicular to the plane containing these two vectors, that is vector P and vector Q. Give it equation number 1. Similarly, when we are adding the two vectors in such a way that vector Q is multiplied with vector P, so vector Q cross vector P will be a vector quantity which is to be denoted as S vector there. So the magnitude and direction of the vector S is to be given as PQ sin theta will be the magnitude of vector S, and US cap is the direction of vector S, which is the result of vector product of the two vectors, that is vector Q and vector P. So PQ sin theta, where P is the magnitude of the vector P, Q is the magnitude of the vector Q. So PQ sin theta is the magnitude of the vector S. As vector S is a vector quantity, it has magnitude as well as direction. Theta is the angle between vector Q and vector P there. So the magnitude of the vector S is given as PQ sin theta, and the direction of the vector S is given as US cap, where it is a unit vector of the vector S whose direction is perpendicular to the plane containing these two vectors, vector Q and vector P. So vector S is equal to vector Q cross vector P is equal to PQ sin theta US cap. Give it equation number 2. Let's see the right hand screw rule. According to the right hand screw rule, if the screw is rotated, that is the direction from P to Q, as the fingers are curling there through the smaller angle, then the direction in which the tip of the screw advances is the direction of R, that is perpendicular to the plane containing vector P cross vector Q, as thumb shows over here. Now here, according to right hand screw rule, if we are considering this position as for the vector P, so when the screw is rotated in a direction from the vector P to the vector Q, that is when the screw is rotated from this position to this position, that means now it comes to this position by rotating, as we are rotating our fingers there. So here it makes an small angle theta between vector P and vector Q. Then the direction in which the screw advances is the direction of vector R. As you can see over here, the thumb represents the direction of vector R, which gives the result when the screw is rotated from the direction of vector P to the direction of the vector Q there. And this vector R, or the thumb which represents the direction of vector R, is perpendicular to the plane containing vector P and vector Q. Now, one more thing is to be discussed over here, that in the equation 1 and 2, we had given the result of multiplication of the two vectors, that is vector P and vector Q. But equation 1 gives the result as vector R, and equation 2 gives the result as a vector S. Here we are multiplying the two vectors, vector P and Q there, but we are getting the different results. This is because when we are changing the order of multiplication, so the result will not remain same, because the result of the multiplication in the vector product we are getting as a vector quantity which has magnitude as well as direction. It may be possible that when we are changing the order of multiplication of the two vectors, the magnitude will remain same, but the direction of the result of the multiplication of the two vectors will be different. That's why here vector P cross vector Q give the result as vector R, whose direction is given as UR cap, which is the unit vector of the vector R there. And when we are changing the order of multiplication vector Q cross vector P, we are getting the result as vector S, whose direction is given as US cap, which is the unit vector of the vector S there. It can be understood more clearly by taking this figure A, which is for the vector P cross vector Q, whose result is vector R. So, as per the right hand screw rule, when the vector P is rotated from its position to the vector Q by making an small angle theta there in anti-clockwise direction, then the resultant is to be perpendicular to the plane containing vector P and vector Q in the upward direction, and hence it is to be given as equation number 1, that is vector R is equal to vector P cross vector Q. Now, as vector R is the result of the multiplication of the two vectors which is having magnitude as well as direction. So, the magnitude of the vector R is product of magnitude of the two vectors and the smaller angle we have to take and its sine value we are supposed to take there. So, PQ sine theta will be given magnitude of the vector R, and UR cap is given the unit vector of the vector R, which gives the direction of the vector R there. So, over here one example we can consider: while opening the cap of a bottle, we are moving the cap in the anti-clockwise direction. Okay, here the direction we are taken from vector P to vector Q, which is anti-clockwise direction, and as a result of which the cap of a bottle is moving in upward direction and it opens. That means the direction of the result is there given in upward direction, as you can see in this figure, and UR cap gives the direction of the vector R in the direction of R. This is perpendicular to the plane containing vector P and vector Q. So, always the direction of the result of the multiplication of the two vector is perpendicular to the plane containing the two vectors there, which is to be given by the right hand screw rule. But now when we are changing the order of multiplication, that means when we are closing the cap of a bottle, so the rotation we are given in the clockwise direction, and hence the cap is to be closed there. Its direction is moving in the downward direction. The cap of a bottle is moving in the downward direction while closing it. So, when the vector Q is to be multiplied with vector P, so here a small angle theta is to be made between them, and as the direction we are taken from vector q to vector p. So the result that we are obtaining in the downward direction as we are moving from vector q to vector p in the clockwise direction there. So over here the resultant we are getting perpendicular to the plane containing these two vectors, but the direction of the resultant is in the downward direction. That's why this downward direction we are representing as vector S. Here we cannot take the result of multiplication of the two vector as vector R only, because as we are changing the order of multiplication, that means we are changing the order of rotation. So the resultant that we are getting, its direction is also going to be changed. Hence, here we are writing vector q cross vector p as vector S. It is not equal to vector R. So, this vector S having magnitude as well as direction. So, the magnitude is to be given as PQ sin theta, where PQ are the magnitudes of the vectors vector P and vector Q, and theta is the smaller angle between these two vectors. So, PQ sin theta gives the magnitude of the resultant, that is vector S, and US cap is a unit vector that is perpendicular to the plane containing these two vectors, and hence it gives the direction of the vector S there. So, over here we had seen more about the result that we are obtaining by multiplying the two vector quantities, and the result we are getting as a vector quantity only. So, here we had discussed about the vector product or cross product, which is to be stated as the vector product or cross product of two vectors is a vector whose magnitude is equal to product of magnitudes of the two vectors and sine the smaller angle theta between the two vectors, and the direction of the product to vector is given by its unit vector, which is perpendicular to the plane containing two vectors there, which is to be described by the right hand screw rule. So, in general we are using the two vectors, vector P and vector Q are multiplied and give the result as a vector, that is vector R, and vector R is equal to, we are taking as vector P cross vector Q, which is equal to PQ sin theta into UR cap, where PQ sin theta is the magnitude of the vector R and UR cap is a unit vector perpendicular to the plane containing these two vectors, which gives the direction of vector R. Now, next let's see the characteristics of vector product. The first characteristic of a vector product is given. The vector product does not obey commutative law of multiplication. As already we had discussed that when we are changing the order of multiplication, the magnitude may same over there, but the direction of the resultant for the multiplication of the two vectors will be different when we are changing the order of multiplication. Like vector P cross vector Q, we say that is not equal to vector Q cross vector P, because vector P cross vector Q gives the direction which is not having the same direction which is given by the vector Q cross vector P. For example, when the vector P is multiplied with vector Q, so the resultant will be directed in upward side, But when the vector q is multiplied with vector p, so the resultant will be directed in downward side. The direction is opposite over there. The directions are not same. That's why we can say that vector p cross vector q is not equal to vector q cross vector p. Give it equation number 3, and hence we can state vector product does not obey commutative law of multiplication. However, the magnitude of vector p cross vector q is equal to magnitude of vector q cross vector p, but the directions are opposite to each other. The magnitudes are same, but the directions are different there. The second characteristic of the vector product is the vector product obeys the distributive law of multiplication. For example, 3 vectors are there, vector A, B and C. Vector B and vector C are added together and vector A is multiplied with this addition. So here the distributive law of multiplication is obeyed there, that the vector A is cross multiplied with vector B and vector A is also cross multiplied with vector C, and hence vector A cross vector B plus vector C is to be written as vector A cross vector B plus vector A cross vector C. Give it equation number 4, and this equation number 4 gives the result that the vector product obeys the distributive law of multiplication. Now, the next characteristic of vector product is given when we are considering its special cases for the different value of theta. The magnitude of the vector p cross vector q is given as pq sin theta. Give it equation number 5. The modulus sign represents the magnitude of the vector product there. Now the first case is when theta is 0, that means the angle between vector p and vector q is 0, or we can say that the two non-zero vectors are parallel to each other, then their vector product is a 0 vector. As theta is 0, so in the equation number 5 we can write it as pq sin 0 degree. The value of sin 0 degree is 0, and when it multiplied with pq, the result of the magnitude of the cross product of two vectors we are getting as 0. Hence we are writing magnitude of vector p cross vector q is equal to pq into 0 is equal to 0. That means when the two non-zero vectors are parallel to each other, their vector product is a 0 vector. The second case we have to take, if the angle theta is 180 degree, that means when the two vectors are anti-parallel to each other, then their vector product is a 0 vector. As the value of sin 180 degree is 0 there, when it is multiplied with pq, so the result we are getting as 0. So the magnitude of vector p cross vector q will be 0 when the angle between these two vectors is 180 degree. So here we can say that if theta is 180 degree, that means if the two non-zero vectors are anti-parallel, their vector product is a 0 vector. The third case we have to take for the value of theta as 90 degree. If theta is 90 degree, that means the two non-zero vectors are perpendicular to each other, then the magnitude of the vector product is equal to the product of magnitudes of the two vectors. As the magnitude of vector P cross vector Q is PQ sin theta, when value of theta is 90 degree. So the sin 90 degree is 1. 1 is multiplied with PQ, give the value as P into Q. So when the two non-zero vectors are making an angle of 90 degree, or we can say that it is perpendicular to each other, then the magnitude of their vector product, is equal to product of magnitudes of the two vectors. That means simply we have to take the magnitude of vector P and magnitude of vector Q and we have to multiply them. So here when angle theta is 90 degree, the magnitude of the vector product will be is equal to product of magnitudes of the two vectors. Thus, we can give the value of the vector products in terms of the unit vectors. The value of the vector product of I cap and j cap is k cap. That is, I cap cross j cap is equal to k cap. As we know that the direction of the result of the vector product we are obtaining is perpendicular to the plane containing two vectors, and in the mutually perpendicular three-dimensional x, y and z axis, where I cap represents the unit vector along x axis, j cap represents the unit vector along y axis and k cap represents the unit vector along z axis. As these x, y and z axes are mutually perpendicular to each other, so when I cap is multiplied with j cap, so the resultant will be obtained across the third axis, that is the z axis, which is mutually perpendicular to the plane containing x and y. That's why when I cap is multiplied with j cap, the direction of the resultant will be given as k cap. Similarly, j cap cross k cap will be given the result as I cap. The angle between j cap and k cap is 90 degree and the direction of the result will be perpendicular to the plane containing these two vectors, which will be the x axis over here. And when k cap cross I cap is to be taken, so the resultant will be given by using the vector along the y axis, as y axis is the perpendicular to the plane containing z and x axis there. So here when we are taking the unit vectors and their cross product, so the order is to be given in the way like I, j, k. I cap cross j cap is equal to k cap. J cap cross k cap is equal to I cap. K cap cross I cap is equal to j cap. But when we are changing the order of multiplication over here, the direction of the resultant will be opposite, which would be shown by means of the negative sign. And hence j cap cross I cap is equal to minus k cap. K cap cross j cap is equal to minus I cap. I cap cross k cap is equal to minus j cap. Now, the next characteristic of a vector product is If vector P is equal to vector Q, that means the two vectors having the same magnitude and direction, then magnitude of vector P cross vector Q can be written as magnitude of vector P cross vector Q, and also it can be written as magnitude of vector Q cross vector Q. But the result we are getting as 0. As we had discussed already, when the angle theta is 0, the value of the magnitude of the vector products would be 0 there, because the sign of the 0 degree is 0 there. So, the magnitude of the vector P cross vector Q will be 0 if vector P is equal to vector Q. Then we can say that when I cap cross I cap is taken, that means the angle between the unit two vectors, that is along the x axis, is 0 there. So, the value will be 0. Similarly, j cap cross j cap is 0 and k cap cross k cap is 0, because the angle between them is 0 over there. So, here we can say that if the two vectors are having same magnitude and direction, the magnitude of the vector product would be 0 there. So, here we had discussed about the vector product and some of its characteristics. The remaining characteristic we will discuss next time, and the chapter will be continue next time in the next lecture. Thank you.